I do this weird thing where I read 4 or 5 books over and over and over again all year long, and then when the year changes, I pick 4 or 5 new books, and it's like my little study time. And right now, I am reading the Neville Goddard Deluxe Collection, which is kind of cheating, because it's like all of his books in one big book. But I just came across a passage that so perfectly sums up why I believe the subconscious mind is the key to everything. And it kind of ties together Neville's work with Joseph Murphy, Maxwell Maltz, Joe Dispenza, and it kind of lays out the theory and the mechanism why all of their techniques work so well. So I just wanted to share that with you. So stick with me here for a little bit of story time. So this is from the last chapter of his book called Awakened Imagination and the Search. And in it he says, "It is our conception of ourselves which frees or constrains us, though it may use material agencies to achieve its purpose. Because life molds the outer world to reflect the inner arrangement of our minds, there is no way of bringing about the outer perfection we seek other than by the transformation of ourselves. It is thus to our own consciousness that we must turn as to the only reality, the only foundation on which all phenomena can be explained. We can rely absolutely on the justice of this law to give us only that which is of the nature of ourselves. To attempt to change the world before we change our concept of ourselves is to struggle against the nature of things. There can be no outer change until there is first inner change. As within, so without. I am not advocating philosophical indifference when I suggest that we should imagine ourselves as already that which we want to be, living in a mental atmosphere of greatness, rather than using physical means and arguments to bring about the desired change. Everything we do, unaccompanied by a change of consciousness, is but futile readjustment of surfaces. However we toil or struggle, we can receive no more than our subconscious assumptions affirm. To protest against anything which happens to us is to protest against the law of our being and our rulership over our own destiny. The circumstances of my life are too closely related to my conception of myself not to have been launched by my own spirit from some magical storehouse of my being." And then he goes on to list off some techniques and meditations and things you can do to kind of bring about that interchange he's talking about. But that interchange that he's talking about is just reprogramming your subconscious mind. And if you can successfully do that, you can turn yourself into a goal and a desire achieving machine.